Hello there and welcome to the Bicycle Diaries. Now, some of the more perceptive of you may have noticed that I'm missing one crucial thing: a bike. And that's because I've decided to try and go for a 20-minute or so walk as often as I possibly can manage it. Now, the reason for that is because I recently went on holiday up to the Yorkshire town of Whitby, and I did a bit of walking up there, and I didn't enjoy it quite as much as I have done, and I figured that was because I've just not become walking fit anymore. And while I can get on a bike and ride 40-50 kilometers with relative ease, walking is a skill that I've kind of forgotten. So I've decided to try and do something about that. This is literally day one, but don't worry, it's not something I'm going to be talking about a lot on the vlogs. I just thought I'd mention it because it's a kind of piece in my fitness puzzle. It will be cycling as normal most of the time. A little while ago I was working away somewhere where I didn't have a car and I didn't have a bike, and basically if I wanted to get anywhere I had to walk, and to get into the local town to kind of meet up with people or even do some shopping, it was about a 20-minute walk. And the thing that surprised me most about that was how quickly I kind of got used to the walking and how sort of much benefit that had for my fitness. So I'm just basically trying to recreate that now. The good thing about walking is that it is so easy to do. I don't have to put any special clothes on, and I can just nip out, take a quick 20-minute walk around the block while I'm waiting to do something else, and yeah, and then it's done. Well, that's day one's walk done. Let's hope I can stick with it for more than a day or two. I can feel it's working some different muscles, so it's obviously doing me some good, but yeah, let's get back to the cycling. Well, there we go. That's me back on the bike and normal service resumed. This is only my third ride of the week. My first one was on Monday when I went out and I did my ride to school, which I vlogged. And if you've watched that, you'll know that for certain parts of that ride, it was absolutely chucking it down with rain. So it's very different weather than I have today. And then my second ride of the week was on Thursday when I went to Cambridge, and I was riding round on a converted Brompton which had been turned into an e-bike. So that was all good fun, and I've vlogged that as well. So if you've got time, go and check those out. Last Saturday, so a week ago today, I met up with some of the subscribers to the channel and we did our first ever Jolly Good Velo meetup ride. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't great. It was rather wet, rather windy, so I really appreciate everyone braving the elements and turning up. And then we went out and did the route that I'm doing today, so the Buns, Bent and Hoe. Unfortunately, I kind of got caught up in the moment and didn't film quite as much as I would have liked. So if you were on that ride and you have some footage, please get in touch so that I can get hold of it, as I would like to put together a vlog of the ride that we did. Some of the more eagle-eyed of you may have noticed that I'm now using the Brighton 420 cycling computer again, and that's basically because when I went out on Monday doing my school ride, the rain was just a little bit too much for the hammerhead. It seemed to have a kind of mind all of its own, and as much as I love that cycling computer, it was a little bit frustrating. Firstly, it wouldn't connect to any of the Ant Plus sensors that I had, so it wouldn't get the heart rate, it wouldn't get the cadence, and because I was riding my Trek here, it wouldn't detect the power. And then the raindrops just seemed to throw it all into chaos. So I've come out to test the Brighton again. I did use it when I was up in Gisborough, up in Yorkshire, to do some navigation, and that wasn't entirely successful, but so far, for the basic kind of metrics that I'm using, this Brighton is absolutely brilliant. But I will be doing a bit more about that in another vlog on another day. All in all, I haven't done a massive amount of cycling this week, and that probably explains why I'm finding today's ride a little bit hard. Okay, it's a bit on the windy side, but nothing too challenging. Yeah, it's just more or less a week off the bike, and you're gonna feel it. So there we go, that's my ride for today, and another 30 kilometers in the bank of fitness. I'd just like to say another massive thank you to everyone that turned up to the Jolly Good Velo ride last week. It wasn't easy riding in the wet and the wind, so I really do appreciate it. And I'd like to also send out a massive thank you to my cycling chums from my club, to Des, Helly and Tell, who acted as kind of unofficial marshals while we were on the road. That was greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching.